Welcome to ES405 Lab, which is Measurement, Instrumentation, and Process Control. And wanted to give you guys an introduction to how the course is set out. Uh, my name is Seth Price. I'm a lab associate here, and I think I've met most everybody that's in this class, but I'll go ahead and throw that out there. I'm sure you've used Canvas before, but I wanted to go through how the course is going to be set up and how different parts of this course are going to work together. Uh, so the first thing is when you're in this little Canvas page, I've got it set to the student view, so hopefully this is what you see. So first thing is if we go to the syllabus, you can read through this sometime when you're having insomnia or something. But a couple important points. My office is over in Kramer 201, but given the virus and everything else that's going on, best thing to do is email me if you have questions, and we'll schedule a time to meet, probably on Zoom. And if really need be, we can set something up to meet in person. But for the most part, we'll plan on meeting on Zoom. So the way this course is going to be set up is at the very beginning of the course, I'm going to issue each of you a little laboratory kit, and it's going to have some resistors and some LEDs and some little electronic pieces. And that's going to be one part of this. Another part of it is going to be you will need to install LabVIEW or have access to a computer that has LabVIEW. I think you can maybe able to log in with a VPN to some of the tech machines. It doesn't really matter how you do LabVIEW, whether you want to, like I say, download using the link I have here. I think it costs like $20 or $30. But the core components of this course are going to be learning basic electronics and learning LabVIEW programming. And so the idea is I'm going to give you a kit, and it's going to have all the stuff you need to do the laboratory assignments. And that kit, depending on how things go, whether we get shut down again, or whether you are feeling sick or don't feel safe coming to lab, you will be able to perform the laboratory experiments at home with this kit. I will need the kit back at the end of the semester, but you'll be able to perform them at home. So what we'll do with the lab time from Tuesdays 6 to 8 is you'll be assigned a half-hour window, and should you choose to, you can come in and either get help with the lab or just to come in and work on it in front of somebody if that helps you. Otherwise, as long as I get a picture of it working, that's what I'm looking for. So the way this will work, it's got all this stuff you can read, where it comes from. So there's no textbook, but you'll need LabVIEW. And so each week you're going to be given a bunch of assignments. So we're going to go through each of these, and I'll show you how to do it. There's a bunch of lectures and short demonstrations and such to watch, and they're going to be provided on YouTube. So it's literally going to be YouTube links that I've recorded, similar to the one you're literally watching right this second. And there'll also be some lab assignment. And this will be due each week. There'll be some lectures to watch. There'll be a lab assignment to perform with the electronics kit that I'll issue you. There will be a homework assignment, which is going to be multiple choice or short answer type questions. And then there will also be a LabVIEW assignment. And so you'll be responsible for doing all of these things each week. And it sounds like a lot, but I promise some of these things, once you get in and figure it out, it won't be a big deal. It's literally what we've done in the past with this course. The only difference is with the COVID-19, it's a lot harder to get group work done. So some of this has been condensed so that an individual can perform it in the amount of time that we have. So I put up here, I'll assign you a half-hour window. That'll be listed on Canvas, so you'll know what time to show up. There's no exam for this, and one nice thing that I think you'll appreciate is this lab's only going to go 9 weeks. You can see it's a pretty condensed schedule. And the reason for this is just in case we do get shut down, uh, we can make the evaluation that you have completed ES405 lab, and so that's why it's set up like that. One other thing that will come up is the standard operating procedures, and so I'll ask you to read through these, and then it'll be like a digital signature. I say it's a digital signature. I think literally it's a Canvas quiz that you type your name, and it'll probably mark it wrong. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it later. But it's basically walks you through how to do a certain thing. For instance, there's one on soldering, there's one on how to use a breadboard, and I'll also be providing videos for some of this. But the idea is that when you've gone through and read the SOP for soldering, that allows you to use soldering irons in our labs. Right now, we're not doing any soldering in our labs, but should you need to, it's record keeping for us. So we just go ahead and put them in there. So those will come up periodically. I haven't decided how many of those we need for this class. Everything's changing, of course, so that's what that's about. Like I said, lab assignment, whatever circuit I have you build on your breadboard, the breadboard will be in your little electronics kit, and you'll build some circuit on it and take a picture of it and post it to Canvas, and that's literally what you'll do with that. Let's see, homework will be assigned weekly. The LabVIEW programming, most of the time I'll literally walk you through how to do this on LabVIEW, on a YouTube video, and so there may be some part that we walk through, and then maybe you have to add something to it or something like that, and you'll send me a screenshot of the completed code. And so this is in preparation for sometimes process control uses LabVIEW. It's a pretty good language, so it's good to know. I mentioned the SOPs. Sometimes I put in bonus points. So looking through here, for example, if the student writes bonus in the text box on the first assignment, they will be awarded +1 points on this assignment. So sometimes I throw out bonuses. Sometimes they're in the discussions. I'll show you that. All the rest of this is, and well, I need to really do some alignment here. All the rest of this is pretty standard for all tech classes, so just be aware of those. Okay, so you're starting out ES405 lab, you don't know what's going on. First thing you can do, I'll post announcements sometimes up here, and I need to clear out all of the ones from last year. Sorry about that. But then you go to assignments, and you can look at it by like when they're due or by their type. And so the assignments list isn't really an assignment. It's just what you do is you click on it, and it'll show you what I expect for week 1. And so why I put this up here is the YouTube lectures will be in this window. And so it tells you for the week 1, we're going to have a couple lectures. I've added those 2 to begin with. But then you'll have homework 1, LabVIEW 1, an SOP for soldering, and then we're not actually using the electronics kits this week. So that's how that'll work. If I go back. So you can see there's a couple SOPs. I need to move this one. This isn't actually week 1. There's a LabVIEW assignment. There's homework. And just as an example, and this laboratory assignment is just a placeholder, but it's just to make sure that these categories get put in place. But like, I'll just show you homework 1. We go to take the quiz. It's pretty straightforward. I think it's mostly short answer for this week's lab. So, yes, I want to navigate away from that. Okay, so those are the biggest things. It looks like a lot, but you'll find that this goes pretty quickly, and I think there'll be I think it'll be a worthwhile course to you. You'll get to look at some things a little differently than chemical engineers are typically trained to look at things. And so sometimes there'll be discussion posts up here. Oops, there's an extra credit one from last semester. I need to clean those out. But sometimes that'll be what those will be bonus point opportunities as well. And I think that's about it. I'm not using these recordings, I'm literally putting them on YouTube. So other than that, I think that's what you've got. And if you have any questions, go ahead and email me, and we'll get it all sorted out.